Hey guys, what's up? So, today I I'm looking at puppies. I bought a new iPad. So I had the iPad 2 before, and when I bought it, I didn't really have a lot of money, so I bought the 16 gigabyte, and I pretty much filled it up. So I was like, well, I need a new one. So I bought the 128 gig. No big deal. Anyway, so it's been a crazy filled day with that because we go to the Apple store. First off, my sister is considering getting a new computer. Well, she's going to get a new computer. She's considering whether to get another PC or to get a Mac. So, of course, I'm trying to convince her to get the Mac. Anyway, so we go down there also so I could buy my new iPad. And basically, I've been promising my sister ever since I first bought it that if I ever got a new one, I would give her my old one. So anyway, so I go and buy it, and we're trying to back it up, and then it was like, you have too many devices, and I'm like, oh crap. And then the guy was saying something about I can't do anything about it for 90 days. And I'm like, so basically I have this iPad that I can't, okay, low battery, whatever, that I can't download any apps or any updates or anything for 90 days because I can't delete anything, and then I have to delete all of my devices, and then I had to re-add them. But I couldn't do it for 90 days. So for 3 months, I would have this iPad and basically not be able to do anything with it. Yeah. Anyway, so I come home, I look on, because of course I was at my parents' house and my computer was here, and it's my computer, it has my iTunes, it's what I hook everything up to, and I go and I look and it says I have 4 computers, so it's like this computer and then 3 older computers that I had my Apple ID for iTunes on it. And so I'm freaking out. I'm like, well, can I deauthorize all of these computers and then re-add mine, or am I gonna have to wait 3 months to be able to add my computer back on? Because I was like, well, then that basically renders all of my stuff useless. My computer, well, not my computer, but anything with iTunes, anything with the App Store, my phone, my iPad, my iPod. Freaking out. So I call Apple, and then she was like, no, you can deauthorize all your computers and then add your computer right back. So I did, and then I had to transfer all of my stuff onto my new iPad, which just did, and then I had to, this is my old one actually, I had to erase everything, so that I can give it to Sarah, and it's kind of sad, I was like, are you sure you're not going to be able to undo that? And I'm like, yeah, because it was my baby. I was so happy when I bought it. It was I worked really hard. I had all this money. I actually got it on Black Friday, not this year, but the year before, so it was cheaper. And I just was like, oh, I can't believe I finally have an iPad. I'd wanted one for so long, and I finally just bought one. And yeah, it was a little emotional. But I know Sarah will love having it, so now it's sad. But all of my stuff is now on my new iPad, and I have lots and lots of storage space. I have over 100 gigs of storage space left over, so that's nice. Yeah, it's crazy. I think the first iPod I had was 4 gigs, and I don't think they even make anything. Maybe the little shuffles are still 4 gigs, but I think the smallest you can get is 8 or 16 now. Let's look. Let's look at the iPods here on the Apple Store. Maybe the shuffle. Let's see. Oh, the shuffle is 2 gigs. Let's see. What else? The iPod Touch, I think the smallest you can get is 16. I used to have an iPod Touch 8 gigabyte. Tells you. The iPod Nano. 16 gigabyte for the Nano. Ooh, the iPod Classic. I know those have like big storage. So they're 160 gig. So those things are big. But I don't think I don't know, maybe I don't think a lot of people buy the Classic anymore. I don't know, just because you don't have the App Store. At least I don't think you have the App Store. Anyway, it's a lazy Sunday here. I'm actually probably gonna go to bed soon because I'm like really old and tired. Luckily it's spring break, so I don't have to get up tomorrow for work or anything, so that's nice. A little break, a little perk of being a teacher. Yeah, so I'm happy with my new iPad. The only thing I don't like Apple, why did you do this? Is they freaking, it's plugged in, change this, your little power thing, whatever you want to call it. It's not the same. Because you know what, Apple, I got a little problem with that. Because, you know, pretty much all of your stuff has had the same cord. So it was like you had all these cords because you've had all these iPods and you've had phones and you've had iPads, and it's like seriously around my house there are a million cords because there's 5 of us. We all have iPhones, we all have iPods, some of us have iPads, and then all of a sudden all your new stuff is just little thing, and it's like great. I have all these cords, and eventually, you know, I'm gonna change, and it's gonna, and you know, the annoying thing is, so I have a freaking, iHome, and mostly I don't use my iPod except for that, and it just sits there all the time, and, you know, it's got the big thing, so eventually, you know what, my iPad, that's gonna not work anymore, and I'm gonna want to buy a new one, and, because that's what happened with the old one, and it's not gonna fit anymore. Why are you doing this to me, Apple? And so now I've got one cord, one for my iPad. So if I ever want to charge my iPad, I have to use that cord. I have to. Whereas with my old one, I could have used it. I've got one in my bedroom. I've got one in the living room. In fact, I've got let's see, 1, 2, 3 cords right here in my drawer in my office. So that's 5 cords. Just that I can think off the top of my head are in my apartment right now. But my new iPad, I can only use this one cord. One! And if I want to buy a second one, it's $19. What the heck, Apple? What the heck? I'm sure I'm not the first person to make this rant, but what the heck? Anyway, I'm calm now. I am collected, and I'm gonna go. Because I'm gonna go to bed, so I need to be calm so I can go to sleep. I hope you are having a wonderful day. And until I see you next. I don't know, I always say that and I don't know what to say. I want to say be brilliant, but that's Alex Carpenter's thing. So you know what? Until I see you next, smile. Because that's a wonderful day. Bye.